Morning, everybody. Welcome to this workshop of the BMSB conference. This workshop is organized and hosted by the Horizon 2020 project, Internet of Radio Light. The Internet of Radio Light project is actually a 5G PPP project, PPP standing for Public-Private Partnership. My name is Adam Kapovits. I am the project coordinator of this project, and I'm from Eurescom GmbH and currently sitting in Heidelberg. Due to the coronavirus situation, we decided well, of course, also IEEE decided to have this conference online. And despite the last months is moving really working online, sometimes often or many people working from home or home office, we are still a bit new, at least as of how to do best or how to make best of a workshop like this one online. We came up with a scheme, and I hope you will like it, and I will explain in a moment. So about the project, this 5G PPP project, IoRL. Here is the partnership. It's quite a size. 21 parties participating. Many European partners. Europeans also meaning like Turkey and Israel. And then we have a few partners from China, which is particular to this project. Tsinghua University, Oledcomm, and Shanghai Philo. So we have 3 parties from China and receiving actually funding from China. Here is the agenda of the day. I didn't put there the welcome or whatever by myself on the top, but we will in a moment we will go into an overall introduction to the IoRL project, its concepts by John Cosmas from Brunel University. Then we have, as you see, kind of we blocked or bundled some presentations together. So we will go through the radio access network discussions, discussing both the millimeter wave and the b.VLC, the visible light communication component. Then there will be 2 discussions about the user terminal, also splitting between the radio and the visible light communication. Then after a break, a short 15 minutes break, there will be a series of presentations about the software-defined networking, the network functions, virtualization, the various components, various aspects of that. And we will have we believe, a suitable over a 1-hour lunch break. And then we go to the applications, and after a short break, we will finish with some performance, presenting some performance results and discussing them briefly, showing a video to you, and then finally, and that's was recently added, or there will be a roundtable discussion with local stakeholders from Issy-les-Moulineaux. If you remember the IEEE conference itself, it is hosted by ISEP, so ISSY, and so with some local stakeholders, and this roundtable discussion is going to happen in French, but with a simultaneous translation and providing subtitles, the translation in English of this discussion. And this is also a hybrid discussion, meaning that there will be some people on site and some people will be connected remotely. I mean, some of the participants of the roundtable discussion. Now, as I said earlier, we have a very full agenda. I strictly instructed our speakers to adhere to the time slots, the time limits that they were given, and I will try to keep time and remind them when their time is getting up. Nevertheless, to ensure some interaction, to give the possibility for the audience to interact or to have pose questions, we thought that the best method for this is that you post your questions on the chat channel. I hope this is you managed to get to the chat. It's a relatively standard feature of almost all of these online conferencing tools, and so please post your questions there. Moderators, including myself, will keep monitoring that channel and collect incoming questions and comments, and we'll at the end of each talk we try to address them, provided time permits. And if it is possible, we might even invite you to pose your question, but we need to see actually how this whole system works out. And we are ourselves a little bit experimenting with, as I said, with this whole approach and concept of having a workshop fully online. Good. Some important logistics aspects of the day. So please be aware that the workshop sessions are being recorded. So if you stay with us, we assume that you give consent to this. Post your questions in the chat channel, as I just said. We try to then collect them and then answer them at the end of the talks. And exactly, just to ensure a smooth running of the event, please mute yourself. The local organizer colleagues, Zhang from ISEP and others, they try to control and make sure that only the speaker is unmuted, but nevertheless, from your side, you can also help running a smooth event. And then, as I said, this workshop is organized and hosted by this project, the IoRL project. This is a project that received funding from the European Union under the Horizon 2020 program. Here is the grant agreement number for our project. And with that, I think I would like to wish you all a very informative and a successful workshop.